What do you do on Sundays?
We talk about Cate Blanchett, the acting, the costumes, the awards, but mostly the Blanchett of it all.
Oh, I'm not acting.
You think this is a love affair?
I saw you, Erica. Meeting in the middle.
This is Sundays with Cate, and I'm your host, Murtada Elfadl. Hi! We will return next Sunday to talk about episodes 4 and 5 of Mrs. America. Available now is our recap of the first 3 episodes of the series. In this clip, I talk with my guest, writer and filmmaker Tayler Montague about Cate Blanchett's performance as Phyllis Schlafly. Tayler, this is Sundays with Cate, a Cate Blanchett podcast, so we have to talk about Cate's performance. And so tell me, in these 3 episodes, we talked a little bit about some of her scenes, but is there a moment that we haven't talked about yet that you felt like, oh, I love this performance?
I think I brought it up, but I think the Harvard Law moment is so strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the way she's like, they would have made an exception for me. It's like the way it's said is that you know she believes it, but you also know in her heart of hearts, like she knows she doesn't deserve to believe something that absurd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's not that smart or that excellent or that, you know what I'm saying? That they would have made an exception for her. I also think the moment when she is on the floor and she's walking up the steps, or she's in Washington rather, she's walking up the steps with her husband, and she's like, you know, making herself small again. Oh, no, you're the expert. It's not me. You know what I mean? Or she tries to boost his ego back up by being like, you're my secret weapon. When in reality, we know she doesn't really need him and has been doing nearly everything without his support.
What I loved about the performance is all the little moments when Phyllis is thinking in those situations that we talked about, where she looks around and realizes what's happening and then manipulates the situation to her benefit. And you can see Cate showing us what Phyllis is thinking. And those little moments just before she says something or just before she acts some way are what I liked about the performance. What I loved about the performance is that even though she's playing this woman and she is humanizing her, and there is that actor's empathy that comes from portraying, you know, a villain or whoever it is, even if you don't agree with them, there is that, and you can see it, that she's definitely humanizing Schlafly. But also there is what you were talking about in that scene with her husband about Harvard. There's that sly commentary and where she drops it just a little bit to show us that this woman is maybe not that smart. This woman maybe is in a little bit over her head. This woman maybe does not see what you should see. So there is a little bit of sly commentary from the actor on the character, which is what you don't get with most actors. This episode is now available wherever you listen to podcasts or at sundayswithcate.com. Also available are earlier episodes where we discussed many of Blanchett's performances, from The Aviator to Blue Jasmine to Elizabeth and the talented Mr. Ripley. We will return next Sunday with our recap and review of episodes 4 and 5 of Mrs. America. If you're enjoying the podcast, please rate and review, and follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at Sundays with Cate. And until next week, thank you for listening.